All right, guys, what is going on? Hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to Philosophical Friday. And man, what a day, dude! What a day! And it's been interesting. And I'm actually glad I didn't do too much today, because I feel like I would have probably gotten wrecked. So I did point out 5605 as one of the levels for today, and it does not look like we're gonna get that, which is fine, but I'm not gonna try and force anything here, you know. But we'll go over a couple things. We'll go over Nasdaq as well, and I guess the metals too. But I'm shocked actually, because with gold we have left behind so many equal lows. It's disgusting. It's absolutely insane. It's bonkers. So but at the same time though, you know, if we look at good old silver, dude, silver did 4% yesterday, and it's up another 3% today. Look at that. That is scrumptious, man. That is beautiful. I love it. So weekly inversion set the low. Daily inversion set the current low of September. And we're flying. I love it. I absolutely love it. Know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, chat? What's good? Felix, Willow, Marvelous, Broadway. What's good? We got to get you a sniper badge, my friend. What's good? Leon, Jordan D, Naruto, Amin G, Ebernith, Convicted Capitalist. Grateful for this month. Paid for my birthday weekend coming up. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. You know, that's good shit. What's good, Natasha from Cabo? Very nice. What's good, Grauberg, Edgar J, Carlos, Leon, 2020. Nah, the mix is like, it's an old YouTube video from 2022. I guess it's not that old, but just samples, bunch of samples, I guess. I don't know, random shit. I was gonna play music that I like, but I can guarantee you guys aren't gonna like it. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna play that. But there's a deathcore band called Disembodied Tyrant, and they just came out with an EP, and it's fucking disgusting. I love it. So you probably, none of you would probably like it, but I do. So it is what it is. So I'd rather play some music that you guys are at least gonna enjoy somewhat versus Disembodied Tyrant. And you can look them up if you want to see what they sound like, but I wouldn't be shocked if you're like, oh, John, that music sucks. But I absolutely love it. So anyway, who else is here? Mason, Simon and Aaron, Crispy J, Alex C. Yeah, I bet a lot of people got wrecked today. Was good. Edmundo, Carlos, Stephanie G. Why did you hold on to yesterday's gold trade? The previous day's high was taken. Plus, there was a 1, 2, 3 high formation. You trusted this more and overlooked that gold on the 1 minute. Disrespected the 1 minute bearish imbalance. Usually, when I see that bearish concept and I respect it, I immediately close it. Gee, I'm confused. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about, my friend? What are we doing? These lows down here equal on the future side, and we have these lows on an intraday basis as well, and it just keeps climbing. So that's mighty interesting, very, very interesting. And now we've just made like another high on the day. But yeah, G, I don't understand what you're asking. It was good. UFO. That's a nice profile picture. Is that a raccoon? Nice. Very nice. But yeah, so we're seeing gold all-time highs, right? So it's printing all-time highs again and again. And silver's not, but we do see silver outperforming yesterday as well as today. And I guess that's to be expected, I guess. But yeah, it's looking good. What's good, Martin? Oh, I explained that in the market review, my friend. I let it go, bruh. I was either gonna take the L or the dub. The dub came through. That was up here. So the inversion was here, right? And we left that open the same way we left this imbalance open, and we went lower. And I decided to change the entry from this to this right here. And I kept the stop the same, which was that third higher high here. Okay. Now, originally I was aiming for these lows down here. So that obviously would have been, you know, like a 1 to 4, right around that somewhere, right? Originally. And I watched this unfold and it was so not irritating, but it was like slightly nerve-wracking because I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? Consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. And then we run up here and I'm literally just looking at it. I'm like, okay, are you gonna take the stop or are you gonna leave it? And then it just left. I'm like, okay, great. New low, violently, right? New low, beautiful. Okay. Hit this imbalance and then went lower one more time. And actually, during this time in here, I was actually having a conversation with the lady who cleans my house, and you know, because she comes to my house on Thursdays, and so we were just having a conversation, you know, just bullshitting around, and I was like, I need to go check on my gold shorts. I'll be back. So when I came back, it was like right in here. And I looked at it and, you know, I considered silver being very, very bullish. And then I also considered, again, this is in the market review. You got to go watch it. When I, was basically shitting bricks right here and we went lower, right? This again is a slightly lower high. So that ends up being low resistant highs. So now I'm in a position where my short, right? Like I'm in a short and it has low resistant highs. And that's not what I want to hold on to. So as soon as it started trading up a little bit, I just got the fuck out of there. And so that still was right around a 1 to 2. Right around that. So good enough for me. Okay. And which is good because obviously the metals have been extremely bullish and I'm over here shorting bullish markets. So there's a way to do it, but you just got to be careful. So anyway, Alexi, you're banned. You're absolutely banned. So have fun. Have fun, my friend. I'm not interested in buying at all-time highs. I'm not interested in buying above old highs. And I'm just not interested in trading today at all. So end of the week, we've been rallying all week. Same thing with the indices. So it's hard to it's hard to frame something that I would want to put risk on. And this is not it. Right? So even if you look at it, right, we have all these highs here and then we do trade lower, but it comes up, trades right through this imbalance and then just continues higher. So like this to me, that does not signify bearish price action. So this is probably just going to be left open. So, and I don't know, I've seen people on the internet with raccoons as pets. I've always wanted one, but I never really got around to going to buy one. So I'm not really sure. Was good, Zach Joe? Since you had the list up, do you have a video going over intermarket analysis for XAU Euro, XAU GBP? I do have a couple videos on that. I actually made a follow-up video in the sniper course like 4 years ago, and I wanted to update that, and then we never did. I still have that video, so I might put that out, but I have to edit it for obvious reasons. There's certain names and shit that I have in there that I have to take out or mute, so I gotta edit that, but I have stuff on that. It's complicated, because it was a friend of mine who taught me that actually a really long time ago, and the short version of that is currencies compared to another is like very manipulated, but a true or a more accurate pricing of a currency or like strength and weakness of a currency is to compare it to gold. And so that's why it's there, because like when people look at XAU USD, for example, that's only gold compared to the US dollar. That's not gold compared to euro or gold compared to British pound and all that kind of shit. But I don't really look at that stuff anymore. I think it's great. I think it's cool. I've used it in the past, but it's a lot of work to frame shit. Drop a like on the stream for me, please. We only got like 15 likes on here. You guys suck. You guys are horrible. You guys are absolutely absurd. What's good, Jonas? What's good, Eli? Mason? Mason, didn't we just get a sniper for you? Where'd that go? What the fuck is going on? Spooky shit here on Friday the 13th, chat. Spooky shit. Spooky shit. Someone that was on a winning days and have ideas of all what you're talking about, but is lost a bit. Should start again. Oh, where to start again? Which of the videos should he start learning from again? That is a good question. I would, just like I said yesterday, I would just do the free beginners course, which is like 10 or 11 videos. Most of them are short. One of them's a live stream that I clip or that I made into that course. And then I would go through the free smart money sniper course as well. So both of those playlists are free, by the way. But at the end of, or maybe it's the PDF I'm thinking of. The first 90 days PDF, that's free, but at the tail end of that ends up getting into paid content, but most of that is free. So that's what I would do. Back to the basics, maba. Back to the basics. Oh, you're on your iPad. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Jasper said GG. I should have a golden sniper emoji. Been with you since I am. Oh, shit. Well, your badge, you haven't been here that entire time. Otherwise, you'd have the badge. So let's go take a look at, instead of me bullshitting for a whole hour, let me at least tell you something. So this morning I gave you two. Okay, I told you 5605 as equal lows for ES, but right before that I said note 19,466.5, or I might have said 467 if I rounded up. I don't remember. But that was like right in this move here. And so this was a just classic manipulation. Beautiful shit. I mean, look, man, look at this. Clean highs, right? There's a high right here. There's a slightly lower high and then another slightly lower high. That's three of them. That's beautiful. You love to see it. Market trades down, pre-market, meaning, and what I mean by pre-market is pre-equities. So equities open is at 8:30, which is here. Yeah. So we make a low here and then we rally. So what is it doing here? When the market drifts like this before equities open, when price is like in the middle of a range, okay, liquidity's been engineered. I remember I said this the other day, when we look back to that Wednesday or Thursday where Nasdaq had that gap that was untapped. Remember I told you that Wednesday's high was just shy of that gap, and then we rolled lower. And I hope you can appreciate that, Jasper. We rolled lower. And then Thursday ran Wednesday's high to then dump, right? That's engineering liquidity. Look, it's forming a high before a higher time frame concept, and it'll leave that open because traders have to put their stops in, right? So at the end of every day, maybe you don't, but there's, big money and other traders at the end of the day who move their stops and that kind of shit. So if they're up on a position, they'll move their stop loss up, or if they're short and the market trades lower, they take their stop and drag it lower to lock in profits, protect their position, shit like that. So this low here, right, when the market trades down, makes that low and then rallies off of it, some traders are in there trading that. I'm not. At 750, I'm like barely awake, but nonetheless, there's people are trading this. Okay. When the market trades lower, okay, anyone who's been short in this leg, or if they didn't get knocked out here, if they're short on this leg, okay, now you have stops up here. So Notice how the market makes a short-term low and then rallies off of it. Okay. And then what does it do aggressively? Aggressively, it runs. Look how quick that is. 1 minute time frame on NQ, Nasdaq. Equities is getting ready to open here in just a minute. It slams lower. Equities gives us a little bit of volatility, reaches further beyond that low, rallies off of it, hits this imbalance, trades lower. Now, there's a reason I'm walking you through it this way, because some of you, and I looked at it too, I had the same questions that you guys did earlier when you're like, oh, well, what was the entry? It didn't provide me anything. That's false, and I keep telling you guys that. Okay, there's obviously many ways to enter a market. Okay, now with that idea, okay, meaning engineered liquidity at this low and liquidity at these highs. Okay, when you have that, you know what the market does. It trades from liquidity to liquidity. Is it going to take upside first and then go lower? I don't know. Is it going to take lower and then go higher? I don't know. I don't always know that, and I try not to predict too many moves in advance, okay? But what I do know is when one of them gets tapped and it's got multiple highs in the opposing direction, that's fucking high probability. That's absolutely high probability. Okay, and there's a zero level down here, 19,400. Okay, what's right around 420? There's that 420 level again. How many fucking times are we gonna mention this 420 level this year and last year? For some reason, it just, this level keeps coming up, the 420 level. What the fuck? But take a look at it. You gotta look, chat. You got to look. Look at it. 830 equities trades lower, and then we trade off of it. We trade down one more time, and the next candle trades higher. This 832 candle, what's it trading above? What's it trading above? Trade House Worldwide in the chat. Love to see it. Look, 832 candle, chat. It trades above 420 too. Look at that shit. But what's it trade back into at 833? What's it trade into? Okay. Buying below old lows, that is one of them. That is an entry to buy below old lows. Okay. I don't always do that. I don't do that really often anymore. I'd rather wait for what? What? Shift in price delivery, chat. That's a down candle right there. Right there. Trades above it. Next candle into it. Bam, right there. Come on, guys. What are we talking about? Liquidity run. Opposing liquidity up here. That down candle here was also an NCE, next candle entry. I wouldn't have looked at it that way, and I definitely would not trade it at 831, but for argument's sake, it's right there. Okay, this is the candle that traded lower and closed off that old low. That's heavy manipulation. So this candle is the next candle entry. This candle closes above that down candle. And I know it doesn't look all that sexy. It's like, well, what the fuck? There's a lot of wicks in here. Right. But we look at the bodies, chat. We always look at the bodies. We look at wicks too. But for the sake of shifts in price delivery, if we're not looking at an imbalance, then we're going to look at this. So it hits it right there. Boom. Okay. Then it rallies. Retracement. And obviously leaves that imbalance open, and it launches right for that. Right for the level that I gave you. Okay. Now, what I was watching, I was hoping it would do this, even though we don't use that H word, but as a as an educator, I was wanting to see if it would trade back into this imbalance, only because you have this mitigation here too. I was like, oh, that's a mitigation model. If that, if that hits, that would be lovely for the students to watch that. But you'll see this a lot. See what, John? What are you talking about? You'll see a lot of the times that the origin of price moves don't leave, or excuse me, the origin of price moves leave imbalances open. They won't tap back into them. That is a extremely, extremely bullish market when it doesn't trade back into an imbalance that you want. Okay? I don't make the rules, chat. I don't make the rules. This is that 1 minute down candle here, right? Trades into that. What's important about that? It closes on this 15-second time frame. And I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, John, the 15-second, dude, really? You said you weren't going to go down to the 15-second time frame. I lied, chat. Look, this is how the markets work, okay? And when it leaves that imbalance open, the 15 seconds going to give you a little bit more information. Actually, a lot more information. But take a look at it. What have we been studying, chat? I don't know, John. I don't study. I just wait for you to tell me shit. Well, you wonder why you miss moves, chat. You wonder why you miss shit. And then you tell me, oh, there wasn't an opportunity. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and elevate your fucking understanding. Imbalance created on the way to liquidity with opposing liquidity. We know that. Okay. Hits that high end of it. Bodies respect it. Beautiful. Then it trades lower, right? So what is happening right there? What's it doing? What's it doing? It's now trading and closing above this imbalance that was previously bearish. So that candle right there at 8:33, we close, and then, a couple seconds later, what's it do? Trades down. That's it right there. And then look at that. The market was so abundant, it came back for the double tap. Right? Boom. In case you missed that, the market was like, hey, I'm about to ram this bitch higher. You not on board yet? I'll allow you one more time. I'll allow you one more. And then that's it. You missed the boat. You're fucking done. Sayonara. Okay. So that's what that looks like, chat. The 1 minute, sure, it ain't gonna look the same, okay? Because you're looking at this like, oh, look at that purple box. And this is ass. What the fuck is that? That's the 15-second inversion. We can go back to it one more time. Okay, there it is right there. 1 minute down candle here. 15-second inversion after that. And you're going to tell me there was no entry. So, next time we think there wasn't an entry or the market took off without me, we should rethink that idea, right? Because there's almost always something. There's almost always something. It might not be on a time frame that you're looking at, right? And I understand, dude, fuck. I watch price all day, every day. I watch this shit. And sure, a lot of the times it doesn't give me something that I want. Like, for example, I wanted to see if that would be traded into on this candle. And it didn't. And it just took off. Okay. It's not that the market, said, oh, fuck you, John. No. The market gave multiple opportunities. Buying below the old low, that's 1. Next candle entry after a stop run, that's 2. Down candle, that's 3. Inversion, that's 4. Fuck, there's 4 fucking chances of entering that market before it goes higher. So it's not that there wasn't an entry. There was 4. At least. I've seen people trade this way. I don't do it, but I'll even give you a 5th one. I'll even give you a 5th one. You guys want that? Which argue again, I don't, the one I will give you, I don't trade that way, but I will give it to you. Drop a 1, man, scratch that. Drop a 5 in the chat if you guys want me to give you a 5th entry opportunity. If you guys want it. But again, I'm going to tell you, I don't trade this way. But it is an entry opportunity if you want it. If you want it. And no, Carlos, is not, because liquidity, once liquidity is taken, it's going to seek opposing liquidity, and it's going to do it violently, and it's going to break through anything that you think is bearish. Anything and everything. Hell, there was no imbalances anywhere in here either, which means the market has a green light to skip all this and go straight for the liquidity, because there's no imbalances that are in the way. There's no roadblocks here. All the roadblocks they pulled out and said, hey, you're clear to go. And that's why you see that it, in almost not even 5 minutes, it trades from the liquidity down here, and 7 minutes later is at opposing liquidity. That's fast. That's super fast. Because again, what over here is going to stop price? There's no imbalances that haven't already been traded into. There's nothing. That's what makes low resistant liquidity runs easy, by the way. Okay. So the 5th entry, okay? Now again, I know I said this 3 times already. I'm going to say it again. I don't trade this way, but I've seen people do this. When there is, let me take off this 15-second one. When there's an imbalance that gets traded through, okay? I have always looked at it as if the entry should be on the way down, that the entry should be in the old imbalance, and if not, I'm not entering. But I have seen, okay, a next candle entry based on the close of a candle that trades through an imbalance. Okay? Do I need to say that again? It means, because I've seen Dodgy do this, I've seen other people do this. At least that's based on the chart that they've shown. They'll look at this imbalance. Oh, it was bearish. Oh, it got traded through. And then as soon as that candle closes, they'll just enter at the open of the next candle. Okay? Now again, I don't do that. I don't like doing that. Why don't I like doing that? Because you're buying on the way up or shorting on the way down. I usually don't like to do that. And on top of that, it opens your risk up to more. And again, this is my opinion. Okay? Because let's say, for argument's sake, we were going to enter on that, but the market was going to come back into that inversion. Well, you're immediately in drawdown, and depending on, I don't know where your stop would, be at based on something like that. Mine would probably be down here below this down candle, right? And if you were to do something like that, and now I'm targeting that opposing liquidity, bro, that's barely a 1-to-1. Okay. And that I just can't do it. I can do it, but I'm not going to. Okay. Now, obviously in hindsight, a 1-to-2 would be here. And that's pretty insane because that only hit based on that 9 o'clock news. And that's to say you didn't get fucking yoinked first. So I don't know. It is a way to enter the market. It is quantifiable. It technically could be a time-based entry, sure. But I don't do that. I need something down here. I need the down candle or a smaller time frame inversion or just a regular mitigation model, and I'd be fine with that. I'm not doing that entry after a concept has been disrespected. I'm just not doing that. I don't like suffering drawdown. I don't like it. I just don't. Like gold yesterday, I mean, it was cool, but it's like, fuck, man, come on. So, but there's 5 entry opportunities. Old low, next candle on the 1 minute, down candle on the 1 minute, 15-second inversion twice, and then that late one that makes 6. So there was actually 60, or sorry, 60. There's 60 viewers. There's 6 opportunities down in there on Nasdaq, if that makes sense. Okay? And yeah, Carlos, buying after a liquidity run when opposing liquidity is here. That's the key. Okay? The key is not just buying below old lows or shorting above old highs. I mean, that'll work, but that won't work always. Fuck, if you did that today, you're toast. Shorting above a high, oh great. Oh, new high. Shorting above old high, oh, new low. Oh, new high. Right? So buying below old lows would have been pretty sweet today, but I was not willing to do that. I wasn't willing to do that. But, oh, dude, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't know. You have lows here. Right? Taken. And then there's a gap right there. Did you notice that? I mean, there's gaps everywhere, but there's a gap like right there. Right there. Trades right through it. Back into it right there. And then launches. Absolutely launches after that. So, yeah. The whole point of the inversion model, the whole point of the mitigation model, the whole point of the imbalance model, the whole point of every model that I've given you is getting in sync with order flow. Put another way is I want to trade in the direction of opposing liquidity, i.e. equal highs, low resistant highs for longs, or for shorts, low resistant highs, or excuse me, low resistant lows and equal lows. Okay? So the more you watch the live streams, the more that you study price, the more that you back test and all that shit, you're going to understand why that's my criteria. Right? Because that's an easy target. Right? These are high resistant lows. Okay? So once the once the high resistant lows have formed, order flow was bullish all the way until the highs were met. And sure, it does trade beyond that. But I'm not saying like, oh, you should have went for the 480 level or the 500 level. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying you could have had an easy scalp in here, 1 to 2, see you later. You know? And 1 to 2s over and over and over again, because inversion models or like a shift in price delivery, you're getting in so early in a price run. And the probabilities are stacked in your favor. No, I haven't looked at any of the currencies. currencies have been dog shit. And indices have always been just chef's kiss every time. Not every time, but most times. So we'll briefly look at it, but currencies are just, you know, they're not it. Okay. They're just not it for me. But index futures are insane. Okay. But anyway, look at the current afternoon session. Okay. Look at this shit. We have a new high on the day. And then look at this formation here. What is this? Higher highs, lower lows. This is trash. That's absolutely trash. Like, for me to trade, I would not like that at all. To trade anything in here. Okay. ES. What is this? New high of day. No real equal lows or anything other than the current low of day. And I don't think we're going to go down there. So today's dusted. It's done. Metals, same thing. Okay. Sure. We have lows here and down here, but we've been overall bullish. And I'm pretty sure this is still all-time highs for gold, or very close to it. And it's Friday. So if there was any conditions to not trade, like, this would be it for me. That would be it. Okay. You could always study. There's nothing wrong with that. Go in here and look at stuff. Inversion there. Right there. But it doesn't really trade through that. It just kind of taps into it and rolls. But yeah. Ugh. This looks not good to me. This looks not good. You sort of have one here. That's like the 1 minute's way up here. There's a 5-minute inversion here, which price trades into multiple times and then finally gives that up, and you can sort of see the difference, right? You guys see what I'm talking about? It was bullish here. There was a reaction here and here, and then now that that's given up, it tries to go back through it, doesn't. Tries to go back through it, doesn't. That is more or less real support and resistance. I just don't like saying that kind of shit because this is not traditional support and resistance ideas. But if we were to use that language, that's what it is. Okay? Carlos, I'm not shorting ES. I'm not trading at all. At all. This looks horrible. What is shortable in here? These might be lows. I guess 56.24 is some lows. That was kind of hard to see, though. That wasn't super obvious. To me, at least. But yeah, I would not short this at all. $19.5. Ooh. Yeah, Ricky, that's not good. You know? Like, bro, I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but I almost feel like the easiest strategy in the world is to just watch what some of these streamers do and just do the opposite. Like, it doesn't even matter. You don't even have to look at what you're trading. Oh, I'm bullish. Short that bitch. And just invert it. You know what? That would be a good... Matter of fact, we should do that for like a month. We should open a demo account, right? Open a demo account with whatever broker, who fucking cares? And then if you're the type of person that goes to look at streamers and whatnot, see what everybody's doing, just do the opposite. Just take, you know, 1 to 2s in the opposing direction of some of these streamers in a demo account and see what the results are. Just see. Fuck, I might even do that myself. Just for an experiment. The YouTube mentor inversion model. It'd be the mentor fade model. Yeah. It'd be the streamer fade model. So that's based on whatever they do. If they're trying to, like Ricky said, oh, so-and-so was trying to short at 19.5. Okay. Fucking long. Look at it. You'd be up 60, 67 points. I'm just saying. I don't trade too close to the equities open because I do more now than I used to. I used to just not trade the open altogether, but I do sometimes. Or I'll try to get in a little bit late or something. Right? Like look at ES, for example. This is a really bad example, but say if this was a run here, that's a mitigation right there. Something like that. That's okay. That's not bad right there. I'm not entirely sure. I guess London's high probably could have been an easy target, and above that, just like Nasdaq, you know, that could have been something. Probably not a super great RR, but I'm usually better not trading right at the open. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Yeah, we I haven't updated the member goal and the subscriber goal, but I will tell you there are 170, what was it, 178 active members, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And I'm at 7,962 subscribers, so 38 subs away from 8,000, which is pretty cool. You know, so all-time highs for both of that. And that's awesome. You know, I like to see the community grow. I like to see my channel grow, obviously. You know, so we're not in the talks yet of the 100K plaque, but you know, maybe one day. Whenever I get fucking unshadow banned for whatever reason. So that's pretty much going to sum it up today, chat. I don't have anything else for you. What I would recommend to the members here, and if you're not a member, become a member. But for the current members, I would go back and make sure to watch the market review from yesterday. Right? I gave you like 6, 7, 8 examples just from yesterday alone that offered a bunch of 1 to 2s. The trade that I took, hell, my exit was a decent entry to go the other way. That was the second one. The 5-minute gold, you know, had a imbalance up to low resistance highs. That was a 1 to 2. And then ES had some setups on it. There was obviously setups today across the indices. Like that one this morning was one of them. I wouldn't do anything with news. I wouldn't have done anything up here either. This was during lunch, but I would still say that's a good thing to study here. runs liquidity, trades through the gap into it, even though it trades outside of it, like closes outside of it, that's okay. Because a stop at that low and you never would have got tagged. And obviously that's an easy 1 to 2 beyond that. So, I mean, setups are everywhere. They're all over the place. It's about, you know, taking ones that you deem are high probability. It's about managing risk and just growing your account or your funded challenge or whatever, funded account, combine, whatever. But, you know, just like some of you have been doing, it's about taking good trades, banking those trades, and then walking away. Bank a couple 1 to 2s and then be done. And you know what else that will do for you too, chat? Let me tell you something. Some of the easiest trades, okay? Some of the easiest trades that I've taken. I wouldn't trade this, by the way. I was just trying to give you an example earlier. Some of the easiest trades that I've ever taken, okay, they came from the mindset of, I'm not going to take a trade today. I'm not going to rush into anything. Because what that does, at least for me, hopefully for you too, but when you go in with that sort of mindset, you're not going to be actively looking for a setup, and you're not going to be actively spending that mental capital. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Should I enter here? Should I wait? Is that a real mitigation? What's John saying in the Discord? What's everybody else doing? Man, I'm coming off of a couple losses. I need to get something back, or I only need one more trade to get my funded account, you know, and you're doing all this shit. And to be everywhere is to be nowhere, as Seneca would say. And that's not how you want to do it. When I go in thinking like, yeah, I'm not going to take anything, my mind is clear and I can think about what the market's doing. And then if I see something high probability and it aligns with one of the trading models, if it aligns with low risk, high reward setups, if it's got opposing liquidity, okay, great. Then I'll take that. And I've hit some absolute bangers with that mindset. Okay. So the last thing I will tell you in our last couple of minutes here is really just the same thing from yesterday, or excuse me, from Wednesday's live stream. I don't really live stream on Thursdays. A couple weeks ago I did, but that was not a regular thing. The only thing I will tell you is to make sure to go back and study. Okay. I mean, fuck. I gave you the examples in the market review. Gave them to you. I gave you a bunch. That doesn't mean that's it. Some of you keep asking about currencies. Go look at the currencies. You're going to find the same things there. Okay? We'll come back to this in just a minute. Right? You like Australian dollar for whatever reason. It's not a bad currency, but it's just, look at this shit. Look at the fucking, just look at it. So the other day, you asked me about Aussie, pointed out this imbalance here. Body's respecting that on the daily time frame. We've been trading higher. Okay. On the way higher. Okay, go back into Wednesday or even Thursday. Okay. Go back into Wednesday and Thursday and go take a look at these smaller time frames and see if there was something in here worth trading. What's that? Wednesday. So then Thursday would be here. Okay. London, somewhere up in here. London dumps, runs for all these lows here. It's kind of shady, but whatever. Imbalance here. That got traded through. I probably wouldn't look at this as an example, but just, again, if you're going to go back and study these things and just look at shit. Imbalance here. That ran liquidity, traded back into that daily imbalance. Trades through this here, and then trades back into it. Now, obviously, if that was a long, you would have taken some serious drawdown. I ain't going to argue that. But guess what? It never went through it. Never went to that low. Never went to this low. And where did it go instead? Higher. That's kind of a shitty inversion model here, but nonetheless, equal highs up there. See that? So that's just Aussie on a 5-minute time frame. Okay. But there's many time frames to look at. There's, what did I tell Kino? Is the one I told him to stick to the 1 hour, 15, 5, and 1 minute. You can do the same things here. Okay. Liquidity run. We do all this shit in here, and then New York's got to be in here somewhere. New York. Okay. Trades down for more stops. Trades through these down candles here. Trades right back into them at 9:30, and then launches for the highs here. Okay. This is all dog shit to me. Okay, here you go. Here's one right here. I'm not saying this is tradable, but I'm saying go study it. 1 high, 2 high, 3 highs. We trade lower. What do we leave behind? What do we leave on the way up? There's an inversion right there. Look at that shit. Trades right up into it and off of it. You're going to tell me you can't find a 1 to 2 out of that? See that shit? Eventually goes for that low too. Ugh. Jonas, go look at Swiss franc on your own. It's the same shit, but everywhere. Okay. That 1 minute inversion was up here, and that last high here ended up forming a mitigation too, which is kind of cool. Oh, I lied. It didn't hit that. Oh, never mind. So, there's that. You said Nasdaq just dumped? I wouldn't be surprised if there was some spooky shit going on today, chat. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Oh. Well, you're welcome. 5624 delivered. Why didn't we put an alert there? But no, I pointed out the lows, but I said I'm not short in this. What's shortable in here? So I'm not going to take credit for that. But yeah, what the fuck is that? I don't even know how many highs that is. A lot. But new high of day with lows. Again, I'm just studying this. I'm not saying, look, I told you so, or none of that shit. I'm just saying, look at it. Inversion here. And the high of this candle is 56.37 and a half. right? So we trade through it, or excuse me, we trade into the imbalance here, and it does whatever the fuck this is. And then it trades through it at 1258. What's the high on that 1259 candle? 637.5. Hits that inversion. And then rips for the lows. Dude, it did that in 1 minute. That's insane. That's fucking absurd. But look, I'm not going to be mad about it. Oh man, I missed the setup. Man, fuck the PM session. Dude, I'm done, man. I'm done. I don't care. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chat. Never mind. These highs don't even line up, do they? 1230 and 1252. 1230 and 1252. Oh, never mind. I thought there was some sort of divergence in here. Maybe I was wrong. All right, never mind. And the Dow. Okay, here's the last one I'll give you. Here's the last one I'll give you. This will obviously be hindsight, but I'll give you one more example because I love you guys and we won't stream again until Monday. Right? Here you go. Here's the last one. You ready? This morning had 41,375 as some lows here, and we do not take that during lunch. So now we have low resistant lows here. The market, okay, look at, what is that, 1240? Okay. So 1240, ES makes a new high of day. I said that earlier. NQ 1240 is over here. Well, higher than its previous high. And I think I said it made a new high of day up over here as well. It's kind of a delayed higher high. Great. But look, YM never did. Okay, so here's where you're going to shit yourself. Okay, look at it. And the Dow 1 minute has never not looked like dookie shit. Like, what is this? The fuck are the candles? There's your imbalance, the last one on that leg higher. Why, hello there. Hello there, gorgeous. Golly, look at this shit. Weakness. Because the other two indices were higher. This one was lower. Oh, yeah. That's one of the top 10 smart money trading rules. Short the leader, or the leader to the downside, which means short the weakest or long the strongest. All right. That was weakness. You got an imbalance that formed where? On the way to liquidity. And it also had that inverse here too. Bam. Look at that shit. Could you get a 1 to 2 out of that? One to two. 1 to 2, dog. A 1 to 2 is right there. A 1 to 2 is right there. The lows down here, I don't know, probably like 4, maybe 5. 5. But like I've always said the last couple of weeks, you don't always need that. You could have just had the 1 to 2. You would have been mad as shit after you exit and it keeps dumping. You would have got mad. You'd have been like, man, John, your fucking model, this model you gave me, that's bullshit, dude. I got out right before the big move. I told you that going into this type of trading model that would happen. I told you that would happen. Because why? You're getting in at the earliest possible move shift in price delivery. And if it's going to run for opposing liquidity, that's not going to be a 1 to 2. That's going to be a lot further, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, some shit like that. But if you try to catch only the 1 to 5s and 1 to 6s, it's not going to work well for you. It's not going to work well for you. But that is a clean inversion. Because again, top-down approach, weakness, okay? You have to put that on your chart. Oh, you don't have to, but you don't want to listen to me, fine. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'll tell you what I'll do and what I've done. I ain't gonna force you to do nothing. But this is what I did for a long time, and I still do this. I marked this up as weakness. Opposing liquidity. So what's the difference here? The difference is this run didn't take liquidity, right? But it doesn't always have to. That weakness, that signature of weakness, because again, one of them is doing something that the other two are not. ES is higher. NQ is higher. Dow is the outlier with opposing liquidity on a day that's been doing what? Well, look at 830. 830 is here, right here. So we've been higher retracement, higher retracement, higher retracement, higher retracement, and it's drifting higher. It just doesn't make a new high of day. So think about that. What did I tell you earlier? When moves insinuate, somebody's long from down here or down here or down here or whatever, and where's their stop at? Wherever it is, they're taking it. Oh, the market's trading higher. Let's go break even. Oh shit, market's going higher. Retraces. Oh, there's a new high. Okay, well that low, let's go put our stop at that low. Market comes down. Oh, it might stop us out. We're shitting bricks. Okay, makes a new high. All right, bet. Now we can put our stop here at these lows. Market comes down. Oh man, we're shitting bricks. Market goes higher. Okay, well let's just keep our stop here. But anyone who was long on a small time frame in this move, where's their stop going to go? Right here. So you have a cluster of stops at this consolidation here and this old consolidation here. And you see how they're close together like that? That's why the market does this. And now they're going, well, we bought it at the low and we were up here and we were all euphoric, loading up our Amazon carts and shit, dropping likes on John's stream and all that. And then the market came back for, now we're out, but now we're seeing the market rally. Oh, that's bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. It's liquidity, my friend. And that's how the markets operate. All right. Anyway, so we're losing viewers anyway. So I know you guys are ready to go. So we'll cut it here. Y'all be good. Be blessed. All right. Don't do anything stupid. And yeah, we're just like kind of back in that, right back in that inversion again. I wouldn't do anything here at all. All right. But that's it, man. We'll be here same time, same place on Monday, the 16th. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you then. Oh, don't forget, Daily Stoic. Okay, get a copy of the Daily Stoic if you don't have it already. You guys need to be reading. Reading. All right?
Man in the streets, go on something. Plant up a green and nothing not touch you. Watch me, yeah. When I watch them feet, now watch nothing. Man in the streets, go on something. Plant up a green and nothing not touch you.
Don't be about the trouble. Free your mind. Don't be under the rubble. This is your time. Don't care about the struggle. Free your mind. Don't be about the trouble. This is your time.
face, nah watch nothing. Man in the streets, want on something. Plant up the greens and we not touch mutton. But I'm offering for back and next if I bust it on the double then. Nothing on dead, live and kicking. Them love me down a yard like a rice and chicken. The summer plant piece of corn down a gully dirty bad mind. People use knife and chainsaw. We don't watch no face, nah watch nothing. Man in the streets, want on something. Plant up the greens and we not touch mutton. But I'm offering for back and next if I bust it on the double then. Nothing on dead, live and kicking. Them love me down a yard like a rice and chicken. That's how me blank piece of corn down a gully dirty bad mind. People use knife and
Don't be about the trouble. Free your mind. Don't be under the rubble. This is your time. Don't care about the struggle. Free your mind. Don't be about the trouble. This is your time. Don't be about the
we nah go breed them none at all. We then I go ball, body nothing never fall. Love the job and live a better life. Yeah, this a king Selassie, then you're surely gonna die. And that is not the opposite of life. You live and then you die. Then you reach higher heights. Praises to Selassie. We don't watch no face, nah watch nothing. Man in the streets, want on something. Plant up the greens and we not touch mutton. But I'm offering for back and next if I bust it on the double then. Nothing on dead, live and kicking. Them love me down a yard like a rice and chicken. That's how me blank piece of corn down a gully dirty bad mind. People use knife and
Don't be about the